Hey, Bucks fans. Welcome in. Come on in. We'll be discussing. Bucks fans. Okay. Topics today will be Bucks recap of a victory back in Milwaukee. Final score was 116 to 101 over the Boston Celtics. Coming up next, I'm Knockdown Bucks with a breakdown of the Bucks. I can never find my. There we go. Just waiting for my phone to come back here, folks. Okay, we're back and live. Now, here's a little clip of what the recap was, of what coming out of the second half.
Celtics were 8 of 12 from 3 in this game. And from the second quarter, obviously the third quarter they didn't make a 3, but in the fourth quarter they held them to 5 for 17. And when you got...
They held them to 5 and 17 from behind the arc. They were trailing at halftime, just coming out of half. One, the key takeaways was they shot better in the second half, better ball handling. They didn't let the Celtics beat them because they scored 27 points into that third quarter coming out of halftime. And then they go on a 29 to 21 to beat the Celtics 116 to 101. Because the stats were, hang on, the box scores. Kyle Kuzma, 31 minutes.
Team that's making 16 threes a game on average, the way they are taking
16 threes.
It wasn't just the way they challenged the threes, it was the way they took the three-point line away. And I thought there were so many good things inside of this game. We're going to talk about Bobby, we're going to talk about Kyle. Here's another one. Early on in this game, Gary Harris was a plus 10. Gary Harris didn't score a point tonight. It was a plus 26. See, those are the hidden values in a game. It's not the numbers. It's the fact that he was in there. He wasn't turning the ball over. The ball was moving. He was defending. He was making plays. He was making the next pass that might lead to the next pass for a shot. You have to have stabilizers in a game, and you got to have stars.
The biggest player was Neil Quinn and Derek White. $56-34 in that second half. If you guys didn't know that. Kyle Kuzma had 31 minutes, 31 points, 13 for 17 field goals, 1 for 2 for 3-pointers, 4 for 5 on FTs, 6 rebounds, 0 assists, 3 TOs, 0 steals, 1 block, and that's it.
Understanding play. I like we see right here. Anytime they brought two people up in the pick and roll, it was fantastic for the Bucks there. Attacking in transition, isolating inside, getting inside the paint, making the one more. The ball was moving. I thought Casey made a -21 came back and had a phenomenal second half. And could have even had more. He was so unselfish moving the ball that at times he didn't even look for his own offense. But this team got better. And it really started in the second quarter. It really did. And they carried it on and had a tremendous third quarter. They were up 26-14 in the paint at half. They outscored the Celtics 14-4 in the third quarter. I thought that had a lot.
14-4 in the third quarter they did. Let me repeat that. I'll come back to that here in a minute.
To do with it too, because not only could the Celtics not get their threes, they couldn't get in the paint.
Yeah, I always love your perspective, Coach, and the things that you noticed. You had a good energy coming into this show. You felt good about where this team was at.
Absolutely.
We saw the rewards of that here tonight against the Celtics. Standing by with the 2 stars of the night, combining for 58 points, Kyle Kuzma and Bobby Portis.
Guys, congratulations on the win. Kuz, arguably your best game yet as a Buck. You guys talked about the spirit of the team going into this week. Can you talk about the mindset shift that you needed to have going into this game?
Yeah, well, I just think, as a team, we've been playing a little bit soft. And I think we got that message, came back after a 5-day break, had some nice practices, and really we just started playing harder. And we showed it tonight and got the job done. So.
Well, and something that we talked about was making sure that you stopped that Boston offense. Your defense was superb tonight. That being said, you limited them to just 1 3 in the second half. What was it that really got that defense going after 2 quarters?
I mean, that was huge. I think that was the biggest point. They're one of the best teams that shoot above great threes, and that's really how they get their own offense and generate it. And for us, we just try to run guys off and just play on the string, So.
Big Bob. Big Bob. This crowd.
It says trying to come together.
He had 27 points.
And everybody just play hard. One of our biggest emphasis all week was playing hard, giving more energy and effort. So I think we did that tonight.
Not including this noise right here, but how do you shut out the noise when you guys are going through the highs and the lows of the season, and how do you continue to move forward?
It's part of being a pro. It's going to be highs and lows each season. Adversity is going to strike again at some point in the season, and I'm happy that our adversity happened early on in the season, bro. There's so much room for us to grow, so much room for us to get better, and I'm looking forward to what's ahead.
Thanks, guys. Congrats on the win.
Season highs for both Kyle Kuzma and Bobby Portis. Let's start with BP, Coach. 27 points, 10 rebounds, his first double-double this year.
First double-double for him this year.
He was rebounding the ball. I think the 10 rebounds was huge. And again, he wanted the ball. But here's the thing. You can want the ball and you can force a shot. He wanted the ball and he played to what the defense was giving him when he got into the post. And again, he was moving without the ball. The ball was moving. He was a product of the ball finding energy. And he was the one that that had the energy that it found.
Yeah, and it's always good when Bobby has energy inside this building, as you heard the chants many times there.
Sure.
The efficiency really standing out for these two. They combine to shoot 80% from the floor. Kyle Kuzma, 31 points, most he's had as a Buck, Coach.
Well, it was fantastic. He was not punting threes at all. He was attacking the rim. He was playing the switch quickness. He could hit you. He could drive the ball both ways, which is really underestimated. This is a great drive. You say, well, he's going against Peyton Pritchard. He got lower than Pritchard. He attacked the transition. Phenomenal job of attacking people's bodies and then getting around. And I think that brings him back. He was an efficient player. earlier, he's diversified his game at such a high level, and it's really coming to fruition in Milwaukee.
Yeah, Coach, I'm glad you brought that up because that's what comes to mind to me about Kuzma is he's kind of been a chameleon this year, the way that he's embraced his role off the bench. But tonight he showed, hey, I can still put up 31 in a game. I mean, how unique is it to have that level of play from a guy who can really do it on the bench and at the starter position?
Well, I think he's finally, and I said this earlier too, he's not trying to prove he can play.
He went back to this man.
Trying to figure out how do I stay in this and how do I fit in with this guy or that guy. No, he's playing the way he can play. He's improved. He knows he can play now. Now maybe he always did, but I still think there was a tinge of I have to prove how good I am. And everybody goes through that. It doesn't matter if you're in college. Doesn't matter if you're in the NBA. You go through a period where you're trying to prove you can play versus knowing you can play. And when you watch Kyle Kuzma right now, there is a ton of confidence that he has earned the right to have. You can see it.
Yeah, it's a great point. It's also important to remember this guy was traded at the deadline, and he's played 26 games now this season. And he hasn't played an entire season yet as a Buck, and we're seeing some of the best from Kyle Kuzma right now. We've got much more to come here on Bucks Live, presented by Freighter and Medical College of Wisconsin. We talk Coos, we talk BP, it's time to talk KPJ. Triple double for him. Talk about that.
Let's stay out in front.
Let's look cardiovascular disease square in the eye and never look away.
Let's be on top of it.
Committed to it. And commanded it.
Through determination,
Research.
Innovation.
understanding our roots.
Facing our truths.
With confidence, knowing the experts are here.
Let's not take our hearts for granted.
Because the world has so much left for us to do.
Cool, almost 17? I switched to T-Mobile.
You get 4 iPhone 17s on them.
Wait, who's taking the picture?
At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17s with their amazing cameras on us. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a month.
It's an Elfie.
Make Menards your destination for tools this holiday season. Works has solutions for your resolutions. Get a 20-volt drill and driver kit, only $24.99 after $25 rebate. A Bond Tool Combo kit is just $139 after $50 rebate. Pick up a mini cutter kit, only $69.99. A brand nailer kit, just $119 after $40 rebate. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Save big on tools all month in store or on Menards.com.
Life is defined by moments. In those moments, student athletes at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater shine. With world-class facilities and coaching staff, we set our Warhawk athletes up for success in the classroom, in the community, and in competition. Through our championship culture, we prepare you to make an impact in the future. Learn more about the Warhawk Athletics family at uw.edu/athletics.
A truck crash can be life-changing. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We have a powerful team with the knowledge, resources, and history of results you'll need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Bucks Live on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. By Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Steinhoffel, Wisconsin's largest furniture and mattress retailer. The Bobby Chant's out in full force tonight inside Fiserv Forum. KPJ moving and shaking. The vibes were immaculate as the Bucks pick up a 116-101 victory over the Celtics. Here after the losses, one call, that's all sports desk. The Bucks able to get back on track. The Celtics' first loss since the end of November. And we'll wait and see what the Bucks can do with their next matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. Those are the two games that were made up after the NBA Cup. So big win for the Bucks tonight against the Celtics. And welcome back in Coach Tom Green here with us on Bucks Live. And Coach, how about the night that Kevin Porter Jr. had his first triple-double of this season, his second as a Buck, and the fourth of his career? It was a slow start for KPJ. What changed to really improve his game over in that second half?
But here it was, there's always different moments of truth in a game. And I think for KPJ it was this. He didn't finish the second quarter. Okay, so he was on the bench for the second quarter. He wasn't playing well. He was a -21. I thought he was distracted early with the referees. I thought he was a little high in his dribble. He was not in the attack.
quarters, 13 assists, 18 points, 6 for 10 field goals, 10 rebounds. Now, I will be calling the Army-Navy game, folks, Saturday. If you guys don't know, the Army-Navy game
This is a true maturation point.
on Saturday.
This game was heading in the wrong direction for him. And no matter what it was at halftime, no matter what was said, or no matter what he said to himself, he came back out, had the confidence of his teammates. He brought confidence to them because of the way he plays the game. And he turned out to have an outstanding game because of the way he responded after halftime.
Yeah, our GMC professional grade performance from KPJ. He scored or assisted on 49 points tonight for the Milwaukee Bucks. And if you missed this game, well, there's a good opportunity to watch it back. Because if you ever miss a live game, catch up with game replays on the FanDuel Sports Network app. As soon as the final whistle blows, you can watch every highlight, every big moment in your choice of 5, 10, or 15-minute condensed games. Download the FanDuel Sports Network app today. All right, still to come here on Bucks Live. We're going to hear from the head coach, Doc Rivers. We appreciate Doc Rivers, as always, for joining us here on Bucks Live. The other first.
Jameson, famously smooth whiskey from a famously big family. Hey, Jose, who's the one plus? Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. You see, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. Must be Jameson.
As a new CEO of Prime Sports, I want to talk to you about something that's near and dear to my heart. The Emirates NBA Cup on Prime. If you need a place to watch, I offer you my modest studio apartment. SoundCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card.
Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's in your mind?
You know that feeling when you step out onto the trail and you have no idea what's around the next bend? Hi, buddy. That's my favorite part. Woo!
Unbelievable.
I've hiked a lot of trails, met a lot of amazing people, and learned one thing. That's that adventure isn't just about the miles, it's about the moments.
Cut that, please.
Don't touch that. Turns out, are we there yet is the wrong question. The real question is, how did we get here?
What is there to say? This is breathtaking.
Catch it all on Epic Trails.
It's not just a burrito.
10L. Foil wrapped.
Really fresh.
Real ingredients from the farm.
Fresh every day.
Responsibly read.
Without that bad stuff.
It's magic happens.
Best of the best, baby.
100% yum.
Literally massive deliciousness.
So you can check it twice?
Well, yes.
FaceTime tests every model thousands of times.
We've been testing for severe Arctic weather.
No wonder FaceTime is JD Power's #1 in their vehicle quality. Hold on to that hat, Santa.
Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs for well-qualified buyers, or get $2,500 customer cash on the road.
Bucks Live is back.
The International Autos Group, where their ordinary needs to be extraordinary. And by Prater, the Medical College of Wisconsin. Kyle Kuzma goes for a game-high 31 points. The Bucks beat the Celtics 116-101. Let's go and hear from head coach, Dr. Rivers.
Yeah, I thought it started in the second quarter. I just thought we caught ourselves. They jumped on us at the beginning of the game. We got right back in it. I thought that was the biggest point of the game, other than the third, was the first and second quarter when they were up 12 or whatever, and we cut it back and it became a game again. That gave us life. Then we came out
101, 116, Bucks win. 50% field goals, 45%
and that's what they kept
from the three-pointer, 11 for something. Hang on a minute.
I think they miss every.
The first and second
11 for 14 for FTs, 40 rebounds, 28 assists, 18, 39, 20, 19, 25, 29% for the Celtics, and 39% for field goals.
and that's what they kept hunting. We kept taking them away, and you helped, and they spread out.
14 turnovers to 16, 16 points off of turnovers to 23, 20 paint points in the paint. Fast breaks 11-14. Bench points for the Bucks is 40 to the Celtics 20.
Days like, being able to pass that ball, you have to arrive on the pass. That's all we talked about. You have to arrive on the pass and run them off the shot. And I thought our guys did that. I thought Cole, defensively, in that offense, he was great offensively, but defensively was phenomenal as well. Kuz and Bobby gave us a huge lift on the offensive end. And Kuz just played a whole floor game. Him and Scoot, I thought their floor games were terrific.
Kuz, I think, is 11 of 13 in the paint.
Yeah.
We always talk about how important it is for him to get downhill, but just what do you think he saw tonight?
Yeah, listen, he's bought into his shot profile, like he really has. He avoids the in-between jump shot. We want corner threes from him. We want him to attack the basket. And if he doesn't have layup, spray it out. He did all those things tonight.
I mean, for all season, the last couple of days, talking about limiting turnovers, right? First half, there were those turnovers.
Yeah.
It's maybe prevented getting over the hump.
Yeah.
In that run, I think it was 1 turnover.
Yeah.
And 2 fouls.
Yeah.
I know.
I thought the spacing was perfect tonight. One of the things we talked to you guys about going in the break was correcting our spacing. I thought we had room tonight. Guys wasn't in the wrong spots. When a guard drove, he knew where the other guy was at. I thought we played a very organized basketball game tonight.
What do you think about Bobby to just get going the way he did tonight?
It was just great. We needed it, number one. What I liked about it, it's not like he forced anything. The ball moved to him. He got it in the right spots, and he took the right shots. So, and then I thought it was one of his better defensive games. I thought he competed on the defensive end tonight.
I think that 2 of the guys in this post-game interview over the thing were just talking about how, you kind of still want to play harder. And so just kind of what things that you tried to instill over these last couple of days?
There's a lot of multiple effort drills. Some are wouldn't make sense, honestly, in the real basketball world, but it was more exaggerated multiple efforts, make them hard, like guarding the ball and then still getting out to your shooter. We did a ton of it for 2 days. Everything was multiple effort. And I thought it spilled over into the game. So it was great.
Maybe off that, when there have been losses, it's been sort of familiar things. When there's wins, it's familiar things. A lot of what we're talking about.
He makes a great point.
How can you build
Because if you heard, he said it came to them in the second quarter, not the first. And then it strengthened them in the, what I would call, later quarters, kind of like the second, the third, and the fourth, which lead them into let me show my screen. $116 to 101. They have game 2 is on ESPN, and then game 3 is on Peacock, and game 4 is they got 1, 2, 3 games at home. Just one at home. Yeah. Three games at home, 1 game at the Celtics.
You just have to, but we just haven't really. We got a game coming up now. We got to do it again. Can't get
in the third quarter. I did my job. So
with a bunch of film where guys were driving, the guy was in the corner, he could have got to the basket, but the guy was 3 feet up, and the guys. Those are turnovers. So all those things we have to keep doing. Like tomorrow, we're probably gonna have a guard big just film session, no practice, so guys don't have to come. But we just want to keep their brains thinking, doing the right stuff. So.
you said I know they're gonna start guarding me I see two. I did my job. So I see he was open and I passed it, and my guys making shots tonight.
So feedback overall about the way you guys responded today.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise, but our job is to block it out and stay together. And I feel like tonight was a great opportunity and a great team to come in here and we protected home. And like I said, it was a great opportunity against a great team, and we did just that.
First half there were turnovers and fouls, and
we wanted to always start.
The Bucks have another game. Because they won today, I'm gonna put this game on mute. They advanced to 11-15. What is the 14th? Oh, Sunday. So they got a quick turnaround, which is this game right here. The Milwaukee Bucks versus the Brooklyn Nets. Right now the Bucks lead it 1-0. They beat them 116-99 in their last meeting. Injury update is Talon Prince. Prince is out until January 2nd of next year. But hopefully the Bucks can beat and get AJ Green and Giannis Antetokounmpo back, because we need them for the big push if they want to win an NBA Cup like they did when they won their first one. Because if they want to win like the Dodgers did, they gotta have the players always healthy. I know injuries come up during the season, but when it comes down to the big push in next year, April, or whenever the playoffs start, that's when we're gonna need them to be counted on. They can't be sitting on the bench suffering an injury. It cost us the series. And potentially we can choke like the Brewers did in the NLCS this past baseball season.
As you can tell, we have a trade. Philadelphia trades pick number 12 to Minnesota.
I think that was kind of the moment where I held my breath for a second, really praying that it was going to be me, and they didn't know what Philly.
So I will be back for another post-game show of the Bucks or the Navy game on Saturday, recapping that. If you guys are watching me on the replay, thank you very much. And I'm asking you this right now, if you haven't gone over and checked out one of my great partner channels, Shooting Lane Homes LLC, he's right there in the chat with the blue thing, with the mod thing over him. Please go check him out. Hang on, I'm just editing something while we're on a commercial. They should be coming back to tell us when they play next. I'm just editing something.
Grill here.
I'll be right back again.
Pretty nice. What else to say? Feel very fortunate that I get to stay here and use this place in the summer. I love the lake. I will say that. Like I really do. Like I spent my 2 summers on Lake Minnetonka, and 2 of some of the best summers I think I've ever had. We had a friend who played at Shattuck as well, and his name's Gavin Waltz. He was nice enough to let us stay there with them, and we'd go skate or whatever, and then go to his lake house, and I remember just not wanting to leave ever after that. So I was so happy when Minnesota took me, because I was like, it's like a full circle moment. Yeah. Going crazy up there. This is my place. 2 little like guest beds, I guess. It's pretty small, but it's got everything I need. Don't really need anything more than that. Chairs and table, TV, the rooms in there, balcony over there. I love it. I mean, I've stayed here for the last 2 months now, and it's been fun. It's so worth it right now. This is the best view ever. Yeah. This summer, I think, was the first time I kind of got to sit back a little bit and just kind of get my mind away from the game. And as much as I love the game, I do think it's important to relax a little bit and not always think about the game. So it's huge to kind of go back home and kind of get that feeling back. We hang out legit every day of the summer, like every day. I actually think we hang out every day.
Toyotathon is on. Discover holiday magic with a new Toyota. Take a 4Runner skiing. Wow. Pick out the perfect tree with the Tacoma.
Bingo.
Or find the best sledding spot with the Grand Tractor. Whoa. 'Tis the season for Toyotathon. Oh, Santa got my letter.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can lease a new 2025 Tacoma for $279 a month, or get 2.99% APR for 72 months on a new 2026 Tundra.
Toyotathon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
They haven't come back yet, folks.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
What a cash can I can find minutes if approved. I can have the money as soon as the sentence is back.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need. We created a cocktail that requires 7 unique ingredients. The most important one, 1800 tequila. The world's
we'll just play a game, we'll play a scrimmage, and just going out there having fun and remembering why you play this game is important.
My blades are so dull. You see the camera? Which camera? That one over there. Where? Who's on your head? Why are so many cameras on you? Dude, you're so
Oh.
oh my god.
I guess they didn't come. So peace. See you guys when I come back.
You know, he kind of tested out the waters for us. We always learn from him, and you know, I think when it comes to life, he's definitely, you know, my biggest role model in teaching me what's wrong and right.
I'm gassed already.
I just had to look at something here quickly, folks, about the books, not the books. If you've seen what one of my mods just put in the chat, please go ahead and do that. And then, hang on. Before I hit end, I may want to do... Oh, that's what I was going to do. Just hang on. Let me just grab the link for that and drop it into the chat for you guys. Here is one link for you guys for the Army-Navy game. is the other link to my other to the upcoming stream of the Army Navy game. Make sure you guys go check that one out as well. Not just come over and just stop in and say hi. I'm trying to build a viewer community of viewers who like the military and support the military and give back to the community. So, without further ado, I am going to hit end to the stream and say what I would call adios, amigos. There we go. Now we get back to the original thing. So, peace.